Hello Pisces, welcome to your July 2019 General Psychic Horoscope reading. Pisces, this is going to be a intense but powerful, cleansing and magical month, it being eclipse season. And eclipses are happening in the signs of Cancer and Capricorn. And so Pisces, I'm going to talk about those individually and how they're affecting us as a whole, as a society. And I've already drawn some cards ahead of time for those eclipses specifically. So I'm excited to talk about those and of course get into your personal psychic message. This is hitting a very lovely part of your chart, Pisces. I love it when the sun moves into this part of one's chart, and we'll get into all the details here. First though, I want to mention a couple of little announcements. First, if you haven't yet, Pisces, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel here. Stay up to date with all the stuff I have going on and, you know, support a brother out. So thank you in advance. But the other thing is something super cool that I'm excited about. I've added a new product here to my Etsy shop. It's the Psychic Message in a Bottle. Boom, flip a switch on the cork here and you get your little lights and everything. So there's someone mowing the lawn right now next door to me. But anyway, so inside you get a handwritten psychic message rolled up on extra thick painter's paper. And then on the bottle you get your zodiac signs charm. We got the Leo one on here right now. And then you get a clear quartz crystal pendant. And so you can turn that into a necklace, a bracelet, whatever. But I just thought this was a cute way of delivering personal psychic messages. And so boom, that is going to be available. And you can purchase that, like I said, in my Etsy shop down below in the descriptions box. Let me know in the comments what you think about it too, or anything else you might want to see evolve maybe with the product. Last but not least, Pisces, I'm doing a free giveaway again here, and it relates to the psychic message in a bottle here. So in order to keep up with what that free giveaway is, how to enter and to win, just follow me on Instagram and Facebook. That's probably the easiest way of doing that. So links also below. And without further ado, let's get into it, Pisces. So I want to go ahead and start with the new moon and solar eclipse that's happening in the sign of Cancer on the 2nd of July here. Boom. I drew owl. A lovely owl. The moon energy is strong, as you see in the background there. Owls are one of the oldest, the most sacred creatures. The Druids especially consider them to be one of the oldest. And they're very intuitive, very wise, right? Many of us know that, Pisces. But what specifically was coming up with this message is asking us to look at and really deal with where we've been too attached to social media and where we need to detach. You know, but specifically, like with social media, it came up. You know, with this being Cancer energy and the moon energy still being very strong, even with the new moon, it's really asking us to, as a collective, where we have kind of been failing each other as a people and not opening ourselves up so much, not being able to get vulnerable and form those emotional bonds. And a lot of us, it's due to the fact that we are so used to communicating behind a screen and not getting that in-person connection that we really need. And so this new moon solar eclipse energy is really bringing that up and asking us to detach from where we've been excessive in the realm of social media, and where, you know, we just need to create some distance there. And, you know, it really all has to do about how we've been treating each other with respect. You know, as a people, different cultures, you know, different sexualities, different backgrounds, you name it. This moon, Cancer, nurturing energy, really wants us to look at how we're nurturing each other with our bonds, with our friendship, with our love for each other. So it's really big. And a specific thing I wrote down here too in my notes is the wisdom of turning a disadvantage into advantage. So where we have felt disadvantaged, especially when it comes to emotional bonds and creating better emotional security within ourselves and our relationships, you know, turning that into more an advantage by focusing on a solution rather than just complaining about the negative, you know, and just why something or a relationship isn't working. Actually focusing more on the solution, Pisces, and that's going to give you that advantage. And the last thing that popped up here with Owl is at the solar eclipse energy, we're going to see even more people turning to esoteric and occultic practices, spirituality, paganistic spirituality, you name it. There's that shift, that spiritual shift where many, and we've already been seeing it, but this is even more of that turning point where we're going to see a lot more people opening up to these practices and new spiritual enlightenment in ways. The owl is bringing in some extra knowledge in that area of our spirituality and naturistic paths. So it's going to be really fascinating to see. Now, up next here, I want to talk about the full moon and lunar eclipse in the sign of Capricorn. And that's happening on the 16th, and Cal showed up for this. So specifically what is showing up for this is how we nurture and take care of our health habits and Mother Earth. So physical health is going to be big here. And going deeper, this also specifically is bringing up at this full moon, you might see more stories coming out in the media, more investigations being exposed surrounding how we're taking care of our crops, how we're taking care of our livestock as well, how our livestock is being treated, how our livestock is being fed. That animal that we eventually consume at the end of its life carries with it energy. Everything is energy, Pisces. And so when we consume that, if that energy of that animal was distraught, was going through abuse, or was being fed poorly, then we're going to feel that in our bodies when we consume them at the end of their life. So, it's about taking better care of our livestock is coming up big time with this full moon and lunar eclipse. And, where we're using too many chemicals, pesticides and stuff on our crops, looking at that. And, being full moon energy, also, this is shining a light on the solution to this situation of, well, this may have not been working, but here's a more innovative way of taking care of our crops, of taking care of our livestock so that they're healthier and therefore we are healthier. So all that is coming up. The cow represents the goddess of the earth, and so this is just big accentuation on what's going on in our earth right now. And to some degree, Pisces, this has to do a little bit with career, how we are nurturing and treating our career at this time, how rather we're working together as a collective to accomplish a better society, to help accomplish a healthier world, you know, more free of pollution and all that nasty. So Pisces, very big. And one last thing I'm intuitively getting with the cow here is it's really asking all of us to examine where we are contributing to the world, how we're giving to the world right now. You know, are we speaking up for the wrongdoings, for the discrepancies that we see happening to our environment, to our earth? Are we doing something about it? Are we helping spread awareness? That's showing up here too, and you're really getting an invitation, a big invitation to, if you haven't been, to step up and make some changes to better your environment. Whether that's spreading awareness or minimalizing your use of plastic or whatever it is, Pisces. So some big stuff, as you see, coming up with those eclipse energies. Big stuff. So let's go ahead and move into your psychic reading here. Pisces, feel free to take a couple of deep breaths with me here as I shuffle the tarot. Help get your mind relaxed and put at ease, open for this message. So Pisces, this is specifically hitting that area of your chart that has to do with romance. It has to do with your creativity, film, television. Also children, whether that be your children, expanding your family, or embracing your own sort of inner child. Because this is the house of play, fun. So those things, especially that have to do with romance and entertainment, that is what is really being highlighted with you this month. All right, so I feel like the cards are done here. Doing a week-by-week spread here, Pisces. Ooh. Wow. Oh my gosh, I love what is popping up here for you. Dang. I'm telling you, fifth house energy is beautiful when it's in your chart. Wow. All right, Pisces. So you're definitely getting some blessings, some help from the universe, and pushing your vision and pushing your project or whatever it is you have going in the first week of July forward. You have the 10 of Pentacles and the Chariot here, Pisces. So you could definitely have another Pisces or Cancer energy showing up here to help you out. You know, this could simply be pushing yourself into breaking. I'm hearing the words breakthrough. Breakthrough when it comes to intimate relationships, and when it comes to wealth, when it comes to finances. in the first week here, Pisces. Could be some extra money coming to a lot of you. Whether it's through another partner or something happening within your family. Could be some sort of inheritance. And there's just this feeling, especially with the Chariot here, of things really moving forward. And breaking away, I'm hearing too specifically, Pisces, breaking away from past paradigms, past dealings that you experienced within the home, experienced within romantic affairs. It's like going out and exploring new and better. Finding more concrete and committed relationships. And just for some of you, you know, this is going on a trip with a committed partner. And that really sort of solidifying your commitment to each other, your connection with each other. I really like what I'm seeing in this first week for you. Yeah, around that Cancer new moon. And, you know, just so you know too, Pisces, Mercury is moving retrograde on the 7th. So, you know, we'll have that going retrograde, but it's not really stopping you from moving forward here. So no, especially when it comes to family affairs, when it comes to extra money coming in, when it comes to completing something. A lot of you are putting something, the final touches on something and seeing it done. There's something being accomplished here, and it looks really rewarding. And the Chariot is like, you know, put it out there. Put it out there. Put yourself out there. So, wow, lot kind of speaking there in the first week. Fascinating. So, my goodness, in the second week, Pisces, you have the World and then the Two of Cups. Wow. So especially for you single Pisces out there, this is like a romance of a lifetime. This is a romance. This is a relationship of a lifetime. This is a soulmate. This is twin flame energy here. This is feeling so complete and feeling as if you're one here in the second week with somebody. This is so beautiful. I mean, whatever relationship, especially romantic relationship, that is evolving for you in the second week here, seize it, because it looks so positive for you, so fulfilling. And for those of you who are coupled, you know, and you feel really good about your relationship, this is, you know, this first and second week here of July are about really making a strong commitment, lifetime commitment for many of you, I'm seeing. I mean, this is big stuff. It's amazing. For those of you who this could be speaking more towards a business partnership, where, you know, there's just a lot of chemistry and understanding when it comes to your purpose in your career, when it comes to having the same goals, you know, business or personal relationship. But this, you know, it's with someone here that has aligned goals with you. And this relationship in the second week that's showing up really strong can take you far, can take you all the way, I am hearing. Can, you know, help support you. Help support you in the kind of dream that you have for your life. They're here to be your partner. So that's just really beautiful. Definitely take the time to connect in the second week here. So much good stuff coming. Okay, let's move on to the third week, Pisces. You have the Star and then the Devil card. Sexual, sensual energy is strong. Strong. I'm specifically hearing too, so for all you Pisces out there who do practice the occult, you know, you do ritual work, you do energy work, spells, you know, do tarot, or you're in that kind of lifestyle, this here in the third week, around that full moon in Capricorn energy, is going to be really good for you to get spiritual. And I'm hearing get clear on your desires and what you want, especially with the other person, especially with the relationship that has evolved here this month. And to make that wish, to put that intention out there in the universe, you know, surrender that to your guides and watch things blossom. Yeah. I'm also hearing here that with the Star and the Devil card here, there could be in the third week of July here where certain shadow sides come out, you know, your shadow side, the other person who you're talking to's shadow side comes out, where, you know, you get to see a little bit of the ugly, or they get to see a little bit of the ugly and the negative side of you. And you're actually going to be really pleased. It's not going to scare the other person away. Be affirmed with that, Pisces. No, instead, you're getting healing with the Star card here. You're getting embraced. You're getting embraced. Your shadow side is being accepted. And it's almost like that beast within, that monster within that we all have somewhere, is being tamed in a way. I really see this Devil card in that way, where it's like the other person like helps tame that because they accept you. Because the love here is strong between the two of you. I love that. That is so beautiful, Pisces. Yeah, it's like any sort of negative fear that you've had too. I'm getting a negative inhibiting fear that you've had in regards to relationships, in regards to what you deserve, what you feel like you deserve in a relationship. That is just being healed and cleansed in the third week here. I mean, it is so powerful and so beautiful. It's like, it might be a little emotional around this time, but it's a positive and growing experience. So like, no need to fear this, Pisces. I love this, honestly. Fascinating. So let's move on to the 4th week here. So in the 4th week of July, 9 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. In the 4th week, you might be dealing with some fears, worries that surround your finances, that surround your spending habits, that surround your earned income somehow, Pisces. Definitely a feeling of worry about that here. But with the Queen of Pentacles showing up, you're being affirmed that you are in charge of your value, your wealth, your ability to earn as much money, as many resources, as much money, as many resources as you want, as you need. That is what the Queen of Pentacles is telling you here. The 9 of Swords I'm seeing here, Pisces, is really just more of that worry and fear. You know, it's just more of a thing that's in your head, you know, where we just, you know, all of us get this way about a lot of things in our life, where we just kind of get wrapped up in, you know, anxious feeling or that fear that just creeps in, and it's, you know, it's trying to take you over maybe in that 4th week, but not for long. No, the Queen of Pentacles is coming in here to say, snap out of it. And the extra money or income or solution to income is available for you in the 4th week there. And I'm hearing too, for any of you who are specifically just worried about whether an investment will pay off, whether you've planted your money or your time in the right area, you're being affirmed in the 4th week here. Release that worry, because yes, with the Queen of Pentacles, yes, Pisces, you have made the right move. There will be some benefit. Okay? Beautiful. I think that's really just where the reading ends for you this month, Pisces. I really like this energy that's showing up here. I love it so much. The romance is real, is lit. Even the money, in a lot of ways, is evolving. Especially for any of you who work in entertainment or in film. Yeah, it looks really positive. Or you work with children, even. And especially in that first week, but really the first 3 weeks of the month, honestly, like the whole of Cancer season, family, connection, love just looks so on point. There's a support system here for you. Such an amazing support system. And then we move into Leo season at the end of the month, and you know, the focus returns a little bit more to just that financial area, your service even, you know, how your services, or like we mentioned, how those investments for some of you are shaping up, and whether you've planted your energy with those or put that investment, that service in the right spot And, you know, it could just be, I'm getting here too, just a lack of faith within yourself, Pisces. You might just experience a little bit of lack of faith in yourself, but you're being empowered with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of material abundance. So anyways, I like what's going on here, Pisces. If you do want to do a personal one-on-one reading with me, get more in depth, then of course, by all means, hit me up. My Etsy shop link is below, so you can choose your reading style there, and we'll schedule something. And of course, don't forget, this is now our reading style. Woo! Psychic message in a bottle. And you get your own charm and crystal pendant. I'm just like so pleased with this. You know, it's simple yet super, super cute and a lot in one. So there's that available that you can get in my Etsy shop. And don't forget about the free giveaway. So follow me on the Facebook and Instagram. And of course, here on YouTube for details about that free giveaway coming up. And yeah, Pisces, drop me a comment. Let me know how this is resonating with you, how this is evolving in your life. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, Pisces.